You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and this is...
Dude, it's breaking the ice.
Yes. This is breaking the ice. See, we are actually... It's opposite day.
Yeah, Tanner's on the board. Come on now. Last show before Thanksgiving, he was running it.
I am your host for this episode, Tanner Price. I haven't hosted a sports show since last semester. This is the triple play back in action.
He's feeling it.
I'm feeling it today. This is the triple play is back in action. I believe, Connor, you shadowed the triple play. You shadowed the triple play one time.
I actually, I did. That was my last shadowing.
It was your last shadowing ever. Was the triple play Wednesdays 2 to 3, only on 90.3 WMC for Montclair.
But now Wednesdays 2 to 3 is
let's see. We got the schedule right here. That is
Wednesdays 2 to 3 should be
Wednesdays 2 to 3. What is it? That is Hey There Montclair, hosted by Nino DeNino.
Hey, okay.
So, speaking of Nino DeNino and news, we got a newscast for everyone today. So, newscaster, take it away.
My name is Nicole Carey, and this is WMSC News. For our top story, as of this morning, North Korea made a supposed third attempt to launch its first spy satellite into orbit. According to NBC News, the Japanese Prime Minister reported the launch and said no damage has been confirmed so far. Moving into national news, according to CBS, an Arizona hiker dies on Grand Canyon Trail and it marks the 10th fatality at National Park this year. He was found unresponsive along popular Bright Angel Trail. James was his name. No further details were immediately available as the agency Cord medical examiner investigates the hiker's death. And now a closer look into the Garden State. Clark, New Jersey Mayor Salvador was charged with operating illegal business out of the township office and racial slur investigation. New Jersey Attorney General is filing criminal charges against the mayor of Clark. This comes into investigation into racial slurs allegedly made by the mayor. According to CBS, Platkin says criminal charges came as a result of another investigation in the police department. Its chief claims of racist comments made by the mayor at another official. According to Platkin, the records obtained by the office were not enough to charge the police officials. He's making a series of recommendations for the police department and demanding the police chief resignation or be fired. It is noted that only the mayor can fire the police chief. And right here in Montclair, Archdiocese of Newark recently unveiled a blessed new memorial dedicated to the victims of COVID-19. It is located outside Immaculate Conception Church in Montclair. The monument is the first of its kind in North Jersey. And now for some weather. Right now it is 44 degrees and raining, and it is forecasted for the next hour to be raining. That's all for the news I have for you. Back to Tanner.
Thank you for that newscast.
Incredible.
Newscast.
Loved it.
Love it. But I also...
Fair cast in the news.
The blue shirts.
The Star Cover Show.
So,
taking over.
With us in studio today, we have Nicole, who just did that newscast. What do you have to say? What do you say to the people?
Hi, guys.
We also have other special guests. Give us your names, occupations, and
I'm
your
not
favorite
special guest.
Your favorite Thanksgiving food.
So
I've taken it over.
We can't forget about stuff.
That's what I said. I said other special guests. I don't know why I didn't just say 4 special guests. Yes.
We have Steph here.
special guest Stefania.
I'm Steph. I'm a very depressed Devils fan.
8-8, baby.
Yeah.
Bad
Bad times right now for the New Jersey Devils.
Bad times for the Devils.
But that's right.
Blue Shirts have taken over, and the Flyers are right behind them.
Flyers are right behind them. But we also have... Introduce yourself.
Matt Vitale, student, video game player, Rangers fanatic.
Video game player. He's talking about the incredible video game known as Fortnite. For those who don't know, Fortnite is a game where you unite the fort.
Eminem in Fortnite.
And he also...
Is he actually?
He's going to be in Fortnite.
Matt Vitale also loves to play Broforce. And big fan of Papa's Pizzeria.
I'm not.
That's an all-time.
I'm a Freezeria guy.
Oh,
I love all the Papa's games. I used to get in trouble in middle school for playing them in class.
I'm a freezeria type of guy myself, or the hot
I
doggeria.
used to play the Henry Stickmin games in
Henry
class.
Stickmin games.
Henry Stickmin games.
Sure, I would play the Papa's like the there was like a taco one that I was obsessed with.
Top Papa's Taqueria.
Taqueria? No, but
No. Papa's Taco Mia.
Oh, Taco Mia, yes. But Infiltrating the Airship, Henry Stickmin series. That's one of the best ones out there. If y'all have not played the Henry Stickmin games, I recommend you. If you feel like playing
If you want to.
Henry Stickmin games,
If you want to, of
it's
course.
out there.
If you want to,
somewhere.
of course. But this is not This is not a show.
Well, it's Henry Stickmin, and speaking of sticks,
Speaking of sticks, we have to talk about the National Hockey League.
no games today,
There are no games,
and then
today.
no games on Thanksgiving. What a week! What a week!
I get to host the show finally, and I can't even set up pick'ems.
You can't even
So
set up
angry right
pick'ems.
now. So angry right now. But we have out. We're going to start off, as we always do, with the Western Conference.
The Pacific Division.
The Pacific Division, currently 2 teams tied for the top spot.
Look at the Vegas Golden Knights slumping.
The Vegas Golden Knights and the Vancouver Canucks, both 13-6 records on the season. Vegas 1-3 in their last.
Their only win is against Montreal. They lost to
win against
the Caps, the Flyers, and the Penguins.
Only win was against Montreal. Vegas actually leads the division by. They have one. They both have 13 wins. Vegas has 4 regulation losses and 2 overtime losses. Vancouver has 13
So you
wins.
mean to tell me they're better because they lost in overtime? So that makes them the better team, right?
Yeah,
Because they lost when there were 3 guys on the ice instead of 5. So that makes them
that gets them a point.
so dumb.
That gives them. That gives them an extra point, and that gives them the number 1 spot.
Dude, last year Calgary was the overtime loss merchants, bro. What that tells me though is that their 5-on-5 is way better than their 3-on-3. That's all that
Well,
tells
are
me.
you going to be like AJ Chasen and take them? For the
Dude, I wouldn't.
playoffs because they kept losing in overtime.
Dude, I feel like that just tells me that you're good at your 5-on-5 is good enough to get you to the final period, and then your 3-on-3 is just trash.
Yeah.
That's literally what that says to me.
Although last year they had what? They had Nazem Kadri and Jonathan Huberdeau
And they were still trash.
and Mackenzie Weegar. They had those 3 as a pair.
I don't know if Uyghur was their D1 though,
Yeah,
on power play,
Was he?
because he's not really the offensive guy. Like
Might
that
have been
Uyghur's
wingman.
he doesn't scream offensive. He doesn't scream power play 1. He doesn't scream that to me. Especially watching him in Florida all those years, it was really Ekblad running that power play, quarterback in the whole
Yeah.
thing. Right now, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, bro. Ooh.
OEL?
OEL.
OEL?
Ooh.
Shout out Nico Miko.
Shout out to Nico Miko.
Nico
2-goal game last night.
2 goals on the game last night.
So let me also tell a story. About a month ago, it was a month ago. We went to Devil's Cats, and Matt is before the game thinking, bro, should I throw down Nico Miko anytime goal scorer, right? Keep in mind he had 5 career goals before that
He had
game. So
he had more goals last night than he did in his entire Rangers career.
So I looked at it this way. And then he scores in the game. Matt probably would have won $200 if he just put down 10 or something, bro. It's
Probably even less.
dude. But yes, imagine if you put down a
2
2-goal scorer yesterday, bro. How much money would that have netted?
It's got to be enough for generational wealth. You got to retire. If you had a Nico Mikkola 2+ goals, it had to be enough to retire.
I wonder if someone had a bet out there. If Nico Mikkola 2 goals on Monday and Jimmy Vesey 2 goals on Saturday. Whoever put down that
Yeah.
would be the richest man in the world right now.
I think there might have been somebody that did Jimmy Vesey because it was a Devils revenge game and somebody was probably just yeah, he's gonna go for 2.
Dude, last night,
Oh, a couple
that Cats Oilers game was 5-3. You want to hear the point scorers for that
Yes.
game?
Yes.
2 goals from Mikkola. Kevin Stenlund scores a goal and gets 2 assists. It's not Barkov was out. It's not Matthew Tkachuk getting points. It wasn't Reinhart getting points. It wasn't Sam Bennett scored an empty netter. Doesn't count. It wasn't dude. It was the Kevin Stenlund and Nico Mikkola running the show, and even Verhaeghe scored. But and he's usually an offensive guy. But it was the unsung heroes last night. Swear.
Yeah, Nico Mikkola on the power play.
Get Nico Mikkola on the power play is right. I mean, let's look at his game logs. This season he has, those 3 goals, and he's got 4 assists, something like that. He got 4 assists. So yeah, he's gonna get on power play. Cook.
Or so we're talking about defensemen that don't rarely score but have been. Shout out to Radko Gudas on my fantasy team.
Dude, I cannot believe what he's turned into in Anaheim.
He almost, so I got the update. Every time they score on ESPN, it gives you like
He's got the noties on.
noties. Yeah, I got him.
So
And so 2 games in a row he scores. I was like, what's going on right now? He's scoring back-to-back games. Then I got the third one. I was with Connor. It was actually after our volleyball game.
so
We won.
By the way, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
but we want to talk about it right now. I know you mentioned it. We need to give a little update for breaking the league.
Breaking the league, yes. Breaking the fantasy
hockey league.
BTF.
So we had the scores. I'll read the scores from over this weekend. Thank you, Franklin. We had this is from last week. So last week we had my team, the Blue Shirts, losing to Hughes Your Daddy,
Nem with
Nem's
the W.
98.2 to 78.
Now, so this when someone drops 90.3 this year, that's going to be the best score. Someone's going to drop 90.3.
We had the Dealers.
The Dealers, baby, come
Dealers.
on. 5-game win streak. I'm running away. I'm running away.
Defeating Gru and the Dons, 94.8 to 67.4. Then we had Rocking Out with Capo Caco, 105.1 to 60.6 over Double Tap. So Justin Brady
Or
taking
Double
L's-
Tap,
taking
man.
L's all week. We had the Dusters, John Giftopoulos, winning his
second
second
win.
win of the season, 110.7 to 65.6
Over who?
over Tony D's Twitter account.
Poor Ryan Miller, man.
And
Ryan.
1-5 on the season. We have the Sebastian Ahos losing to Doof's Bipedal Freaks.
That's Duke's first loss of the season, I believe. No.
No, it's a win.
No, never mind. He won. Never mind.
106.4 to 86.5. Then we had the Trooper Train, first win of the season over
It was.
over Pittsburgh Poppy.
Oh, so it's over Cam.
It's my first one of the season. Feels good. But it's been a rough start.
Let's check out this roster. He's got the worst Kachuk brother.
do.
He's got Rupe Hintz. He's got Panarin, though. So, like,
It's been a great pick.
Cole Caulfield,
Old Red, been insane.
Matty Beniers, Thomas. Why is Jakob Vrana on your team, bro? I want to know what he's doing on your squad. This dude has
Scratched for a few games.
Valeri Nichushkin, pretty good.
He's been fine.
Kale McCarr. This dude has Kale McCarr and Panarin.
Wow.
There we go. Rupe.
And he's got one win?
Yeah, I know.
Rupe Hintz and
I played against AJ and lost by a few points. But his team is cracked.
Dude, your defense is
DJ.
good, though.
AJ, by the way, winning. He shoots. She shoots is with a 114.4 to 89.6 win over Toffoli's Cannolis.
Oh, dude, you got to get Samsonov off that team. Oh,
so yeah,
man.
That's why the backup.
So that was the fantasy league update. So now in the East Division, we have leading the division. We have the Dealers.
Come on now.
So, tied for second place in the division, we have Rockin' Out with Capo Caco, and Hughes Your Daddy
So Alex Daly and Nem Hillel,
is the Blue Shirts, and Grew and the Dons.
Tanner and Campbell
the big-
tied up for
But the
fourth.
big part of that is that the Blue Shirts have a win over Grew and the Dons, so that could be important for seeding. Justin Brady double tap is 2-4-0, so him and the Dusters, John Giftopoulos, are tied for sixth, and last place is Tony D's Twitter account. And in the West, we have He Shoots, She Shoots,
All right.
AJ Chasen,
I got to do one thing.
5-0-0, and then we have Doof's Bipedal Freaks, 5-1-0. So we're gonna see an all-time.
I got to do one thing
This is
first,
a-
though.
This is a 2022 Mets Braves
Yeah.
in fantasy.
I gotta DM John Giftopoulos real quick because I know he doesn't check this, and he's the commissioner, right?
Commissioner.
So we have a 15-team league with 4 playoff spots. That we have to make this.
my God.
No. So like right now, Nem and Alex are both 4-2 and currently out of spots. So we have to make this an 8-team play. I believe fantasy, since you cannot play defense, right? It's literally not possible. You can only score. You can't stop the other team from scoring. That's nothing to control. So I feel like with that case, it's more fair to let more than half the league in the playoffs because some of those teams that aren't.
As the 7 seed, I agree.
No, yeah, I'm texting John to make this an 8-team playoff. We're gonna make this an 8-team playoff.
All right, I agree.
I'm doing it right now. Doing it right now, guys. I'm for the people. I'm for the
Live
people.
on air. We might have a fantasy hockey update, playoff update by the end of the show. So, but now in the West, AJ leading with 5-0-0. We have Jackson second, and then in third we have the Chopaganda Spreaders.
Woo, man.
And then it all just falls off from there, because the next is Sebastian Ajos with a 2-3-0 record. Toffoli's Cannolis 1-4-0. The Trouba Train 1-4-0, and Pittsburgh Poppy at 0-5-0. How many weeks into the season will it be before Cam gets his first win?
Cam is gonna get his first. Let's check out his roster first.
He has Rafael Harvey Pinard in his lineup, who I think has been on the IR since about October.
Yeah, he has he has 12 points. He's been in the IR. He came back, but he's getting no minutes, and he got sidelined again for 6 to 8 weeks. So, yeah, he's got Verhaeghe. He's got Verhaeghe on there. That's probably his best player.
An open forward spot.
He's got Sidney Crosby, Philip Pronik, and Verhaeghe. Those are his best players. But he's got an open forward spot. He's got Marcus Pettersson on the team for some reason. He has
Sidney Crosby.
He has Jacob Peterson on the team, who has 3 fantasy points in the year, and he's now in the AHL. So, he's got Georgiev and Logan. Those guys are solid goal. It's just literally Dylan Cousins, who's playing again, is on his IR. So that's he can take that off there. He can move Harvey Pinard onto the IR and for Dylan Cousins. Cam, get this together. Cam. Figure it out, bro. Go on now.
We have Pittsburgh Poppy going against Toffoli's Cannolis this week. So do we think Pittsburgh Poppy has a chance
Against Toffoli's Cannolis for sure. I'm telling Cam right now.
We had a big one for the West. We have AJ versus Daniel in a huge battle. They're tied at 11.6 right now.
Ooh.
Which is after one day, tied at the same amount of points is insane.
Insane to be tied.
This week, we have the games we have this week are the Dusters and the Blue Shirts. Then we have the Dealers and Rocking Out with Capo Caco.
Dude, that's a matchup.
That's it.
It's a matchup.
That's a matchup. Connor with 26 points on the night last night.
Dude, shout out. Let's shout out Nico Mikkola. We already did it. We already did shout out Nico Mikkola, but yeah.
Demko, Sergei Bobrovsky, Nico Mikkola.
Shout out Thatcher Demko. Not going to shout out Bobrovsky. Overall, I will. He's had a solid season, but last night, the squad just got together and rallied. Got him the win. He shut it down in the third period, though, so shout him out for that. But really, shout out to Evander Kane. Not going to lie, he does his thing. I picked up Nick Bjugstad, who was probably my first favorite player on Florida when I started watching. Didn't know he was still in the league. He's on Arizona now. He got an assist last night. So I'm making moves. My squad is doing things. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, you got to turn up, my boy. But not last night because it was against Florida. So I'm glad you didn't turn up last night, but you got to turn up soon.
We have an important one. We have Hughes Your Daddy versus Gru and the Dons. The next is Tony D's Twitter account versus Double Tap.
Ooh.
And then the Trouba Train against Sebastian Ajos. And then we have AJ versus Daniel, of course. And then Toffoli's Cannolis and Pittsburgh Poppy. So, a packed week. But we need to go back to talking about the National Hockey League. Third in the Pacific Division is the Los Angeles Kings. 3-0. 3-0 on
They had a good week.
on the week. 3-0 on the week. So they're in that next spot out there.
They're in that 3 spot. They took down Florida, and that was Florida's only loss in their last 8. So they came on to a steaming hot squad, took them down. They destroyed the Blues, destroyed the Coyotes. Kings are trending up right now, and they're capitalizing.
But next up, I think we have the official 2020. We have the 2022-23 version of the Calgary Flames. They're still in the West. It is the Seattle Kraken. 7-8-5, but they are in 4th place. And I think if this
they're literally
ended today, they would be in a playoff spot.
They're literally overtime loss merchants right now, bro. It's so bad. It's
OTL merchants.
so bad. They're OTL merchants like crazy.
They are OTL merchants. 7-8-3 on the season. And next is a team that is actually 500 on the season. 9-9-0 are the Anaheim Ducks.
And they're under Seattle, bro. That's just how the point system works.
So the point system.
The Ducks.
And then we have another team in a similar spot. We have the Pike Boys.
Pike boys.
This is actually the wild card that I'm reading out. So let me get back to the Pacific Division. Sorry, but the Kraken are in a wild card spot, and a team that is only surprisingly 2 points under them is the Calgary Flames. So, and they are 7-8-3 on the season. So, are we seeing a repeat of last year?
Between Calgary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they fired their head coach. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the players are not gelling. It's just not getting better for them.
Like, so they're so interesting right now because they're just getting dominated by the A2
Yeah.
players. Not only is the Wranglers, they're 11-2-1 in the AHL, but then they have a bunch of call-ups right now
Mhm.
who are just outperforming their NHL regulars.
Yeah.
So they've just completely taken over the team. Like, it's crazy.
It's very interesting out west because Vegas came into the season, defending Stanley Cup champions. Yeah, they're going to be there. Then you have Vancouver. Who,
They've been out of nowhere.
they've been out of nowhere, but
And I've been bet responsibly, of course. Got a gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER. But the Canucks have been wagging for me. I've been on them like
yeah,
five.
the Canucks are. I think they are third in the league in points.
Yeah, they're insane. And what did they have? I think it might have been over this week. I think it was they said the fastest shot
Yes, Yes.
recorded in a game.
the fastest shot ever recorded in an NHL game. It was Phil Ronick.
Yeah, well, 7.8.
With
Crazy.
the fastest shot
One team.
ever recorded in an NHL game, which is just absolutely unbelievable. But moving towards the bottom of the division, we have in 7th place with 11 points the Edmonton Oilers.
Absolute disaster. But shout out to the Rangers' old AHL coach. You got a job.
Yeah, Chris Knobloch in there as the coach of the Edmonton Oilers, but
It's not good. It's not a good situation at all. I mean, they're gonna at this rate they're gonna lose. Connor McDavid's gonna want out.
Conrad Davis went out. Leon Draisaitl hasn't out in 2 years, so enjoy a blue shirt, Leon.
Do you think it would what else do you think it would take for Connor McDavid to actually be like,
This continues.
This continues. We've seen him upset. He's starting to take penalties at the end of games just of how upset he is. So, just you
gotta
can see
take it
him.
down.
You could see him. He is just not. He is just.
He is just what?
Connor McDavid.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on the Edmonton?
His best game last night.
He had his best game last night, of course, when I'm facing him in fantasy hockey.
And for
course.
that to be his best game, Nico Mikkola had the same game.
Nico Mikkola is now the number one player.
Is
in the
Nico
NHL.
Mikkola better than Connor McDavid?
Let's have a discussion right now. I'm going to say no.
Depressing.
Gonna say no.
Trade Nico Mikkola for Connor McDavid
Straight up.
One for one straight up.
This is what the people at 90.3 WSC pay us for. The discussion of Connor McDavid versus Nico Mikkola. Now I'm all here for it. And I think it's Nico Mikkola. Confirmed by last night.
I
We saw
think
last
it's
night.
actually I would go on a whim
Jimmy Vesey?
and say
Maybe Vesey.
that it's really Connor Brown that's the
Connor
better
Brown?
player. Yeah.
Connor Brown is the best player.
No one gets a healthy scratch like he does.
Lifelong fantasy free agent.
Lifelong
He is
fantasy free
he's
agent.
just on the free agent board every time I check. I'm like, oh, who got to pick out Connor Brown's there? Nope, he's always there.
Drafted his
But the thing about the Oilers is they have a minus 16 differential, but 18.
minus 16
The next-
differential.
The next team in the division is the San Jose Sharks
San Jose
With
with
a-
3 wins.
with a differential of minus 49. They have let up 49 more goals than they have scored. And they're 18 games into the season, and they have allowed 49 more goals than they've let up.
Yeah, one of those Canucks games I said
They'd back to back.
was one of those,
10.
and they won. What was it? 12-0.
10, I think it was 10-0.
Yeah,
But scoring 10 in a hockey game is just
in their home arena, their fans had to sit through that. Well, they didn't. They left. But
well, yeah, they all left. I mean, I would just the San Jose Sharks this nightmare season, but Roll Sharkies, baby.
Roll Sharkies.
Rooting for him.
No one took them in pick'ems yesterday, so.
No one.
Is anybody taking them this whole season?
I did not take him in pick'ems. And I was right about that. Because the Canucks are second in the division.
Are they good? Say it right now. Say they're good. Say it.
What, the Canucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good team.
AJ, what are your thoughts?
AJ's not rocking with the Canucks.
He thinks he hates them.
He's the number one Canucks hater.
He thinks it's a fraudulent start.
He thinks it's a fraudulent franchise.
I think it's real.
He thinks it's the worst run franchise in the league.
Prince Harry's at the game. He did not know when to drop the puck. Did you see the video? He was there for the opening faceoff, and he just did not. They must have not told him you're supposed to drop it. He is just standing there holding it, and you see Tomas Hertl just like looking at him like, "Okay, dude, when are you gonna drop it?" He's like, "Okay." Like I think he like whispered to him like, "You have to drop the puck." So Prince Harry does not know puck.
Does not.
Unfortunately,
Prince Harry doesn't know puck.
Prince Harry, not a knower of puck. But I think it is time to move on to the Central Division. Everyone's favorite. Leading the Central Division, we have
Division in the middle.
the team that unfortunately beat the Rangers last night, the Dallas Stars.
Yeah, let's talk about the game, gang.
We'll talk about that when we get to the Rangers. Because
They have related.
actually, you know what? I'll talk about that game right now, and then when we get to the Rangers, I'll talk about Saturday's game. And the
Yeah, what happened on Saturday? We'll find out. We'll find out.
You'll find
We'll find out here on
You'll find out, and you'll hear
You'll hear. Oh, you will hear.
the Devils fanatics of why at Devils
Oh,
fanatics embarrassed
yeah,
himself.
this one coming.
Why,
This one coming.
which it was unbelievable, but we will get to that. We will get to that. Rangers game last night, just a tough one.
You can't win them all.
You can't win them all.
Can't win them all.
Can't win 'em all. You can't
Can't
win
win
them
'em
all.
My delayed quote.
His delayed quote of the day is you can't win them all.
You can't. But Rangers go into that game, riding high, and just that game was just.
Yeah, the scoreboard says 6-3. It was really 14-2 empty net goals. So it was closer than what it looked like.
It was closer than what it looked like. There were some calls that could have went either way.
I saw something today. The calls that go to Toronto, the Rangers are 0-81 in calls that go to Toronto.
They're 2 for 12 in video reviews this year.
Yeah, it's not,
So that is that's unfortunately.
181. That's like a.
Yeah.
That's a team.
So I guess-
That sounds like a Sharks record.
I guess what there's different spots that they go for video, but I guess whenever they go, the people in Toronto not messing with the Rangers. Oh,
Yeah.
Because they're Leafs fans.
They don't want.
probably
They don't
Edward
want to see.
Leaf.
They don't want to see another.
Editor in the Leaf is the guy doing the replays
They don't
in
want to see.
Toronto.
They don't want to see. They don't want to see another original 16.
Dude, it's definitely Editor in Leaf doing the replays over there.
But the Rangers, I knew they were bound to lose. So they weren't. They were a hot streak, but they're not.
There's nothing to worry. I mean, this starts the season.
Oh yeah,
kind of imagine
absolutely.
without Fox, without Hedl, without
Yeah.
Igor for a little stretch. So
Dallas, though, is on a hot streak. They're winning 5 of 6.
yeah, Dallas is good. Dallas
is good.
one of the best teams in the league.
They are going into the season. It was kind of like a make or break season for them. They have all these top talent.
They have a lot of old guys.
They have a lot of old guys. They have a lot of top talent in the league, though. And should they kind of reset with the young talent they have now and kind of get back to it? Or
I just want to say shout out Mason Marchment for being a first liner on Dallas. I miss you, Mush.
Mason Marchment, he did have one of the goals that went to Toronto yesterday on the goaltender interference call. But it was ruled a goal that there was no goaltender interference. But the Dallas Stars sitting at the top of the division with 25 points. The next is the Colorado Avalanche at 11-6-0, sitting with 22 points. Next up is the Winnipeg Jets, tied in points with the Colorado Avalanche. So, the Jets. How are we feeling about the Jets?
At least one Jets.
They're hot right now, right? They're hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
At least one Jets team is winning.
Yeah,
At least one.
depressed New York Jets fan right here. So
to
Winnipeg
starting center for the Winnipeg Jets.
Oh man.
Well, let's talk about last Tuesday's game. Winnipeg Jets versus the New Jersey Devils. Final score of 6-3. What happened in that game? Stefania, do you know anything about this game? Like, by any chance?
Past couple double game, I have blacked out.
They're not in her memory.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you anything about that game. It was probably bad.
Well, let's see what happened here. Here's the game. Here's how it started.
Probably on late, and I probably just went to bed because the Devils do nothing but disappoint me.
Kyle Connor goal.
That I've
Cole
seen
Perfetti goal.
Is that Jack is like, well, he's good. He's like kind of, he was skating on, I think, in the morning skate. Did he play?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he played already?
And he scored. Because he's
I'm really slow. I haven't been watching the Devils hockey in a minute.
She's really a Flyers fan.
Number 1, Carter Hart fan.
Carter H-Rat. H-Rat fan.
H-Rat.
Carter H. Rat. What was the story behind that?
Alex's friend, I believe, got a Carter Hart jersey from DHgate and it came in with the spelling H-Rat on the back.
So he's now a Carter H. Rat jersey. But that is the top 3 in the Central Division. The next up is the St. Louis Blues at 19 points.
And they're okay right now. They're doing solid work.
They're okay.
I
Are
feel
you-
like they are the definition
are you-
of
They're okay. Are you okay? Do you need to talk?
I mean, they did lose to the Sharks 5-1, so maybe they're not okay.
They did lose to the Sharkies 5-1, as you said. But next up, they are sticking with it. They're still in here. It is the Pike Boys, the Arizona Coyotes.
they've got the offense going. Yeah, they are a great over team. Betting they're over 5.5 goals. I haven't lost one yet because they will give up goals, but they could score a few. Their power plays been pretty good with Logan
Cooley.
Cooley.
Logan Cooley making an impact. Let's find Logan Cooley's stats.
He has
this year
2 goals and 10 assists.
Oh wow. Okay.
I like that.
Already with
games?
it. Already with it. He is prepared. This man is prepared. This man's prepared to break some ice.
He also had an assist hat trick in one of his games. You know what I'm saying? One of those assist hat tricks.
What do we call it? We gotta have a term for that. Is there a term for that?
There's no term for that. I legitimately have referred to it as an assist hat trick.
We gotta come up with something better.
There's a Gordie Howe hat trick. Now it's the Logan Cooley hat trick.
Okay.
We have different things.
What is an assist hat trick? We're going to name it right now. We're going to call it
I got it.
the helping hand.
I got it. What is it? The H rat. I remember the H now.
The H
Do
trick.
better. I think we do better.
The helping hand. God.
No.
Yeah, this is a term. We have to figure that one out.
The helping hat. I don't know.
The helping hat.
The helping hat?
The helping hat trick.
The helping hat trick.
The helping hat trick. Matt
Helping hat.
Vitale. 2023.
They had the Cody this year with my name of.
Logan Cooley with a helping hat trick versus the Predators.
So Logan Cooley gets the helping hat trick, of course. He's been
That's actually perfect.
this year.
I don't need
and I
that.
think we say it every week of a playoff game happening in Mullet Arena.
Need it. Absolutely need it.
If
Oh,
that was to
I mean, I
happen,
need it.
if that was to happen, how would you all feel about it?
I'm here for it. I want to see. I've said this 2 weeks in a row. Now, the people who haven't been here, imagine a Stanley Cup final game at Mullet Arena broadcast on NBC. Or no, well, they don't have NBC anymore. Now it's on ABC. ABC.
This year it's on TNT. Stanley Cup Finals on TNT.
Oh my God. Okay, how do you guys feel about a Mullet Arena Stanley Cup final elimination game?
Game 7. Game 7 of Stanley Cup.
And only 6,000 people can go.
That would be the most expensive sports ticket of all time.
Now I want to see that happen.
Like
They're on my side.
I want to see people get put in the 2,000 plus Ticketmaster queue. For Game 7 Stanley Cup Final
question,
at
Connor, how would you feel? It is Yotes Panthers.
Duh.
Oh,
Nick Bugstad on the other side. I'm down for that.
Nick
Give me that.
Nick Bugstad, Game 7 overtime winner.
Okay, no, I'm not down for that.
Sends Mullet
That-
Arena into a frenzy.
And Pike is storming the ice. Here comes Kappa Sig. Oh my God! It's Feisig has entered the arena right now.
The marching band. The band is on the ice.
The band is out on the ice.
You see the Arizona State mascot just start running around.
The Devil's here. The Sun Devil has.
Oh my God! It's the foot. Oh my God! It's the football team.
Everyone is doing the forks up right now.
That would be the greatest moment in NHL history. you have the Bobby Orr, you have the famous goals everywhere, but the best would be in Bullet Arena Game 7. I want to see it.
I'm down for that.
I just want to see a playoff game.
Yeah, literally one playoff game in your first round series. It's like
Coyotes.
It's Vegas Coyotes.
Vegas Coyotes series tied 1-1. The Coyotes stole a game in Vegas, sending it back to Mullet Arena.
And they win game 3. They win game 3.
Absolute.
And then they lose every game after that. But
Yeah,
like,
they lose every game.
but I would need that in my life.
see the big the handshake line, in the middle of Mullet Arena over the Arizona State logo. I think that's one of the when I ask someone about hockey, I'm like, did you know that there is a team that plays in a college arena?
Do you think all ASU kids are
You know what?
Yotes fans?
Imagine. Okay, I would think so.
I have
I
one
don't
friend
know.
that goes there.
I
I'm
don't
asking
know.
him right now.
I don't know because a lot of people go to ASU from like around the
Yeah.
country.
I'm asking her right now. I have one friend that goes there.
So I have a question for everybody. So say in a couple years, the Devils' lease with the Prudential Center ends, and they can't find a new home. Do we want the Devils at the Montclair State Ice? At the Montclair State Floyd Hall?
Let's do it.
Ice Arena?
Let's do it. We got like how many seats in there?
Like 200.
That would be the man.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick, bro.
We got the-
Students only allowed.
I would be able to watch.
Breaking the ice press passes, so we get to go.
press passes. I would be able to watch that like from my dorm.
Fun, dude.
But you got whatever, like skate with Rocky going on the other thing, and then you got
The intermission. Catch the free flex dollars. Everyone, get on the ice for your free flex. Go get it.
do you want bonus flex, kids?
All right.
Time.
It's a shot from center ice. If you hit it, you get a $15 coupon. It's a Yellows.
It's time.
15% off on your parking ticket.
It's time for the Freeman Hall Power
Play.
Oh
Devil's
my goal, sponsored by
Sam's.
By the Lol Shack. Get your
And,
either fries bowl
you know,
or
Tanner,
salad bowl.
And Tanner, you're Sam's Place player of the game today.
Sam Place player of the game. I got who's on your what's your social grill player of the game? Who's taking home the social grill player of the game today? I think I gotta give it to Jack Hughes. Oh wait. I gotta give it to number 80.
He just dumped it. That's so good. He just dumped that. That's so good.
I gotta give it to number 86. But who is your who's your Sam's Place player of the game?
Sam's Place player of the game, Mikey McLeod. Yeah.
The Devils, they have like we Kappa Signite.
It's Kappa Signite here, and John Giftopoulos is on the center ice.
Here to drop the puck is John Giftopoulos.
He has thrown it into the stands.
Who's better job at dropping the puck, John Giftopoulos or Prince Harry?
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry?
Here now, joining us is Breaking the Street for the halftime show. They will be taking on Montclair State club hockey team. No. Halftime, it's Pike versus Breaking the Street in a rematch of their championship game.
It's like what's it called? I'm trying to. It's like the in between show is AJ getting thrown out of the championship game. That is the
All-time
the
memory,
tradition. All-time moment.
All-time moment.
In real sports.
It's an Hall of Fame.
But I think we need to see some Devils hockey at Floyd Hall Arena.
Yeah.
At least one game.
Just once, please, just once.
Montclair State Soccer played at Red Bull Arena. Now let's bring the Devils to Floyd Hall.
I'm so down.
The Winter Classic. the Stadium Series. The Stadium Series. Devils versus Rangers at a Devils Rangers at MSU Soccer Park. Who wants to see it happen? I want to see it happen.
On the Stadium Series game?
Watch live from Red Hawk Deck. We are now live from Red Hawk Deck. This is Devil and the Rangers.
And this game is also on Hawk Plus.
The game. Oh, you're listening to the call of 90.3 WMC Upper Montclair. This is the Rangers and the Devils.
I'm your host, Justin Randall. Alongside
That would be a dream come true. if
I
Devils-
honestly think so.
some
Straight
Devils
up.
Rangers action here.
I honestly think
Call
so.
it Devils Rangers game live at Montclair State. Oh baby.
On the sideline, Stefania, what's going on? What can you see from the ice?
What can you see from the ice?
Oh my goodness.
I'm here with the Venture Cafe, Venturous Player of the Day. How do you feel about today's game? I feel great today.
We played on grass.
I got some yellows, and I need to see it happen.
No. We played on grass. How do you think I feel? Ice skates on grass. Yes.
But that is a dream, but the dream will have to wait. We'll have to wait.
Yeah, it has to wait, sadly. Honestly.
But we still have to wrap up our coverage.
But you know what's not a dream?
Division.
You know what's not a dream, though?
What?
The dream had already died of Minnesota making the playoffs.
Yes, Minnesota and Nashville tied at 14 points, and in last in the division is the Chicago
The
Blackhawks.
Chicago Blackhawks, man.
Connor has come in there and tried his best, but
They're essentially just
When
the Connor
you're-
Bedarts.
when your first line winger is Taylor Hall in the year 2023, I'm not expecting much from you. I'm not expecting much from
What's wrong with Taylor Hall? What's wrong with the MVP of this league?
you. He hasn't had a good season since that season. He was good in Boston, but that was because Boston had a historic team last year.
The MVP of our league, Taylor.
The MVP of the league.
MVP of the league in 2018.
How did that even happen?
Is Taylor Hall the worst to win MVP in the last?
Corey Perry also won MVP, so it's down to those two.
I'm taking Corey Perry over Taylor Hall.
How?
All right, now I'm looking it up. Hart winners.
I don't like Corey Perry.
I'm looking at the last couple Hart winners. We have, I'm just
Dude, did Connor McDavid ever win the Hart? I don't know. Did he ever win the Hart, Tanner?
That's the dialogue going on at the Arizona Coyotes.
no, he never has won.
Did Wayne Gretzky ever win the Hart?
No.
Has Radko Gudas ever won the Hart?
Yes.
I knew it, bro. That's my favorite Hart.
So the last couple Hart winners we have, I mean, it's kind of all the same guys. Connor McDavid last year, Austin Matthews, Connor McDavid again, Leon Draisaitl, Nikita Kucherov, Taylor Hall, Connor McDavid, Justin Randell's favorite player, Patrick Kane,
Carey
Price, Sidney Crosby, Alex Ovechkin, Evgeny Malkin. Evgeny Malkin's an interesting one. He's a great player, but you don't really,
Yeah, I didn't even know that he won the Hart.
you don't even.
But
really
I
think-
still am taking him over Taylor.
Oh yeah, no, I think Taylor Hall is probably the worst one. He had a fantastic season that year, but like you just don't really remember it when you think of.
So before that, Corey Perry, Henrik Sedin, Ovi, Sidney Crosby. Then it gets good. We got Jumbo Joe, Marty St. Louis, Peter Forsberg, Jose Theodore.
Wow, that's
crazy.
that's a crazy that Jose Theodore won.
Jose Theodore.
We have. I'm trying to see the point total in Perry versus Corey. You know what? Taylor Hall and Corey Perry, they're teammates now. Corey Perry is a Chicago Blackhawk.
Chicago Blackhawks have two former Hart winners and potentially, a future
one, Connor Bedard.
as
So
they're
you
in
lost.
They're in last.
You lost a former Hart player in Patrick Kane, and you gained one back in Corey Perry.
Fair trade. Fair
trade.
Sounds like a fair trade to me.
The Patrick Kane, interesting to see. Where do we think he's gonna go? Because it looks like he's not a Ranger.
He's a Florida Panther.
A cat? You think he's a cat?
I mean, he wants to try and win, right?
Definitely to a contender. Definitely a team that's got a little bit
And like,
of money.
I think something that would make me throw up.
well,
in my
a
mouth
team that
is
has
if
money,
saw-
I guess it's not really Florida, so I guess that's
If
not.
I saw Patrick Kane, because I know there's been rumors about it. If I saw Patrick Kane in a Red Wings jersey, I think my entire childhood would just be ruined.
Oof.
Because
That's just not right. I think
Blackhawks.
maybe-
I grew up on Wednesday night rivalry, Blackhawks, Red Wings
yeah.
all the time. There was at least 3 of those games.
But now they're in different conferences.
But now they're. So I still think if the NHL expands, they need to get those two teams back in a division together, and because that was just
But now they're at 32. They're not going to expand. Now they're good. They're good
if
where they're
there
at.
ever is expansion.
we need a realignment.
realignment.
But then who would you move east? if you're putting Detroit west, or are you moving Chicago east and moving another team west, who would you move? The league has so many teams.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe
Out east, that
there's a lot of teams out east.
like who would be
I
the
don't
second
really-
Lamb?
Probably either maybe Nashville, maybe Minnesota.
Nashville, you see, that works. But they're already out west.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that I don't know if Nashville. That's hard,
I
bro.
don't know who I
Because usually, typically Mississippi River divides east and west when it comes to sports.
Yeah.
And Nashville, look, you gotta look at other sports too. The Memphis Grizzlies are in the Western Conference of the NBA.
There's so many teams in the East in every sport.
Yeah,
Eastern side of the country is just like there's so many. There's 3 hockey teams in the New York metro area.
there are.
We'll talk about them later. Talk about those 3 teams. But that is it for the Central Division. So
Hooray!
that is it for the Western Conference. So that is the Western Conference for the week. And you know what?
What do I know? What do I know? Tell me what I know.
We have an ADJ in here.
We do have an ADJ in here. We have oh my god, there's an ADJ in here.
So I'm gonna have the ADJ take us to break.
Oh yeah.
Take us to break. I need to fill up the songs first. The songs first.
Tanner's putting the
What do we want to hear here?
California Girls.
California Girls, is it in the system?
Is it in the system?
In the system?
I'll just sing for us till break.
Yeah.
Turn away and slam the ski.
Sing about the Western Conference of Hockey.
Western Conference champion. The Vegas Golden Knights are so good. Vitali. I saw him at Iron Bar. But nothing ever made me see him again. 'Cause there's so many people there. I saw him by the bathroom once, but then I lost him for the rest of time.
You know what?
Bum,
We're actually gonna, since unfortunately I'm making the announcement right here. There is no running on fumes tonight.
Dude.
All that.
Dude, what the freak?
So we will
Dude,
have some-
there's no running on fumes tonight. We're boycotting.
We'll have some middle there, but we need to go to this break right now. So Nicole, the ADJ, take us to break. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and this is breaking. This is breaking.
It's
the ups.
breaking. It's just breaking.
Just breaking.
Just breaking.
Just breaking. It is just breaking.
No games today, so it's just breaking. No, it's today. Bing
That's
bong.
true. It is breaking the.
Breaking the.
It is breaking the.
Breaking the.
Unfortunately,
Stefano, would love to talk about the beautiful Metropolitan Division.
the Metropolitan
No.
Division.
That's where we're headed, man. That's where
We have
headed around here.
up next.
Who do we start with?
Talk about
Who is that? The
the
top of this
Metropolitan
division?
Division.
I wonder.
The Metropolitan Division.
The shirts.
At the number 1 spot in the Metropolitan
Shirts.
Division, we have the New York Rangers.
The shirts that wear blue, baby.
The shirts.
The shirts that wear blue. The Lightning also wear blue, not gonna lie. So, like,
A lot of teams wear blue.
Yeah.
there's a team called the Blues.
There's a team called the Blues. There's a team called the Blue Jackets. So they're talking about blue clothing, but there's only one team.
Who's the best out of all those teams that wear blue right now?
It's the Rangers.
The New York Rangers.
It's the Rangers. The Rangers with a 5-3 win against the New Jersey Devils on
Oh,
Saturday. And Monday, yesterday the Rangers lost to the Dallas Stars, unfortunately. But on Monday, not on Monday, on Saturday, the
Getting
Rangers
his days mixed up.
with a 5-3 win over the New Jersey Devils. So everyone in here, I will give my thoughts about the matter later. Everyone else, what are your thoughts about this game?
Revenge feels good, but obviously it's still only regular season game, long way to go. But it was Eagles' return after missing 16 days, and he let in a few that bounced off and went in, and then the Devils fans were chanting Eagle, all that. and chatting on social medias and stuff about Igor. But then they spoke too soon, and the Rangers came away with a W. Yeah, a great game from Himmy Veezy, 2 goals.
Himmy Veezy, bro.
Himmy Veezy continues his
Bald bread.
stretch of dominance.
What about the Devils fans in here?
So I'm one of those people who very rarely, I never leave a game early. I never shut the TV off. Like, I'm usually a stay till the end person, but that game, it was so frustrating. The Devils have been getting beat up physically so badly, and no one ever responds. No one ever throws a big hit back, or like no one fights back. Like everyone's injured right now, all because of hits, and they're just not being physical back, and I just don't understand why. But it was just so frustrating. And then the Igor chants, the fans, I can't. Like, they were up by 1. We were up by 1. And you're going to throw out the Igor chants? Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And they got their karma. So,
Conceivable.
Is Mason Geertsen still in like the Devils AHL? Where's he at?
Is a throwback. Wow.
Former Ranger too.
I'm not sure he's still with us. I think he's
I'm saying call him up. You know, if you want a big body to hit back.
usually Kevin Ball is the one who.
Yeah, I honestly did not even Kevin Ball, which is
Yeah.
the thing I think about Kevin Ball all the time is that that's a character from Shameless. I don't know if any of you guys ever watched that show. And that's all I can think about every time. But I feel like I did not notice him.
Mason Geertsen is a professional ice hockey player for the Henderson Silver Knights of the AHL, under the Golden Knights.
Oh, he's in the Golden Knights.
What's crazy is Trouba threw that hit, and then Brendan Smith, Devils legend, Rangers legend.
Oh, God, man.
He fought the wrong person. I don't know who he went after, but it was not Trouba.
Either that or you're scared of Trouba, and then we can.
He can't defend, and he can't fight the right person either. So
Yo.
What does he do?
he's just doing cardio.
What does he do?
Let me find. This is something. I think the worst thing you could do is during a Rangers Devils game is check social media.
Yeah.
So we have a tweet, and this is from our own Breaking the Ice's own Daniel Amoya Devils report. And I'm going to read it in the style. I'm going to read it. I'm not sure if the Trouba hit on Nosek was dirty. With that being said, a guy with a history of Trouba doesn't really get the benefit of the doubt. He heard his own case here. He hasn't been suspended for a hit yet.
Yeah, because they're clean. They're clean.
He hasn't been suspended for a singular hit yet.
Like, not one. So if it was dirty, they review everything. And they would get him by now. They've literally not gotten him once. So
yeah, he blaze these big hits, but he's not.
they're clean.
Yes,
There's like he falls with the elbow afterwards. When he's making contact, it's on his body.
The Devils had a play where they hit a 5-minute major was taken back, but that's more of egregious of a hit.
Yeah.
That was more egregious of a hit. I didn't think it should have been a 5-minute major, maybe a minor penalty.
Yeah.
I thought it was penalty,
Yeah.
of course.
That's why we went to Toronto. We got 0-82 with the Toronto.
0-82. Call it the New York Mets
That's
start to
we
the
gotta
season.
investigate that. There's got to be an investigation.
I had a viral tweet moment during that game because out of frustration, I tweeted that Jacob Trouba, when he hits someone and they're hurt, they show him like on screen and he's standing there with like a shocked expression, and I was like, but that's like his whole identity is he throws these big hits. Why every time he's shocked he's like ah, and the tweet went viral. I don't know why. It got like 800 likes. I'm just like, I should probably delete that because I was frustrated.
Speaking of social media, my biggest issue is with another member of the Breaking the Ice crew, Justin Brady.
Oh!
With, I think, the singular most embarrassing social media post of all time. of sports social media. There's some other there's other ones, but the most embarrassing one by a Devils fan page. I
Okay.
would say that.
Okay.
We have is a picture of Eric Holla celebrating his goal in Game 7 of the first round. And then is a picture of Eric Holla from the game on Saturday, because he's also scored, and he hit almost the exact same celebration and it was in the same place, which, cool. He posted that on Sunday morning, after the game, you lost. Oh, the Devils let up so many odd man rushes, but Eric Holla did a celebration. I'm so happy. Like, that was a bad defensive game. That was a bad defense. I saw it. I was watching with my friend who's a Devils fan, and I was like, the Devils are just not they're letting up. The Rangers had so many odd man rushes in that. But you know what? Eric Holla did a celebration. He skated a little bit. Eric Holla can skate, guys. I was so happy. The only way you would be able to get me to post something like that is if it was for social media analytics.
Dr. Chop's class.
It was for Dr. Choi. That is the only way I'm posting something like that. If it has to be for social media analytics, the only way that I'm posting like that. But he actually put that out, put the two pictures together and put that out and thought it would do well. And all the comments are like, you lost, or bro, we lost.
Andy stopped doing the what happened videos because I was embarrassed to do them. And because he's embarrassed to do them now, so he stopped. Bro.
That too.
You gotta own it, Justin. You
That
gotta
was your
own
thing.
it.
That was your thing.
Who cares if everyone hated it?
enjoy
You
it.
gotta own it. You
Now it's
let
just- now
let
it's
people bully you and then stop making them.
Now it's just, the Devils with a tough game after this one. Did you know my dad's name is
the
Tom?
Devils with a tough loss here.
The Devils with a tough loss here, but you know, I think they got to get back out there and play. But I
Double
it's
tap that video.
unbelievable. I could not believe that I saw that because I knew it happened because my friend I was watching the game with, I was angry at him because he goes, Holla, he did this Selly, and I'm like, and then that happens.
The Selly trademark.
And then that happens. And then you get the Igor. And then guess what happens? The Rangers win the game.
And then what happened?
Like, it's just an embarrassment. And then we had, after the first goal, me and Matt were talking about, after the first goal, in the official Breaking the Ice group chat, we have Igor, what happened to Igor? It's a 1-1 game.
It's already one past Igor.
It's a 1-1 game. Do that at the end of the game if the Devils win. I was not going to trash talk either way because
So after that, then when the Trouba train came through, I said,
I was like, oh, yeah,
true.
nice goal, but I'm not being like, oh, Vitek, what happened? Because that's not important to me. The game still has another 50 minutes left.
yeah.
You don't talk until the game ends or until the game's 5-0. That's when you could talk.
Yeah.
That's when you could start the Igor chants because it's going to blow up in your face. So keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. I don't think he cares. He's did it. It happened against Pittsburgh, and guess what happened? And look, you saw what happened. in that series. No one.
So yeah, keep it going. You know, if it makes
Keep it
if
going.
means, that we win. Then
Oh my
please.
God! I was so angry because
I was angry as a Devils fan because I knew it. I was like, it's gonna blow up in your faces. Like, why? One goal.
I think the playoff series last year. I think when we were home, the Rangers fans were trying they were trying to do the Igor, but for Jack Hughes, I was like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you?
I
Why are
never
you doing?
understood that unless you were about to win the series.
Yeah,
Unless we're about to win the Stanley Cup.
it was not, and I don't know why we're doing that. We're just telling him that he's good, and we're scared of him, and we're gonna try to stop him. That's what the Igor thing is, because Igor, Vezina last year, one of the best in the world, and someone they pull him out to try to get in set, and we were trying to somehow get into Jack Hughes' head by chanting his name, which is not gonna work.
These players, they blank out. They can't hear.
Yeah, and
They-
we're just giving them confidence, and I don't know what we're doing.
It's just
The chance of the other team's players, I don't understand either.
which I like.
It's like as a Devils fan too. Like they do the Rangers suck thing when the Rangers are not playing.
Well,
they do that thing until Hoffman's like, yeah,
the Potvin.
yeah.
I don't.
Oh, the Potvin suck.
I don't.
When we got an update, how many years ago was that?
I don't know. Can we, I always want to do one player per team, so we could be playing the Coyotes. Lawson Krause sucks.
Yeah,
Something like that. But
yeah, just go
Or
back.
in Philly when they announced the starting lineup for the
Yeah.
other team. They say suck
Yeah.
after
But that's just I've always think the Rangers need to change that. I just don't.
Yeah.
That and Piano Man at Mets games. Get rid of that.
What?
Oh, I hate Piano Man.
Dude, that's the best part of that seventh inning.
That song is like depressing. It's about a guy playing for a bunch of people that are depressed at a bar. Why do I want to hear that? In the
Dude,
eighth inning of
that
the close-
nah. Sorry, Tanner. Sorry, Tanner.
It's late September.
Sorry.
It's late September, and the Mets need a huge win. I don't want to hear about a bunch of people going to a bar. I don't need to hear a bunch of people going to a bar, and it's like, oh, Billy Joel's playing the piano.
Just walk over
I
there.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man.
It's embarrassing.
Sing us a ski tonight.
That
Back in the year groove though after the W is love it.
I don't. It
That could stay for sure.
doesn't fit. It doesn't fit.
I've adopted that to the Jets now. I do it when the Jets win. Play back in the New York groove.
Well, no, that's good. I like that. I think a song needs to be exciting.
Yeah.
The Piano Man is just not an exciting song.
Oh, yeah, the crowd will sing it every
I
time.
know, but
And it's a banger. And it's an all-time song.
I don't.
Dude, my friends and I love that part of this. We love that.
I think I like it too.
I hate it.
And then they do.
I can see the point of changing it.
They do
for
Lazy
something
Mary too, bro.
more-
Oh,
See, that's good because it gets people excited. It gets people clapping.
that's the biggest 1-2 seventh inning stretch, bro. Give me Lazy Mary Piano Man back to back, bro.
I mean,
That's true.
That's the eighth inning. I'm about to see Pete Alonso strike out with the bases loaded. I don't want to. I don't want to hear. Sing us a piano.
The first
I wanna hear
trumpet
that.
when Edwin Diaz get back is going to be electric.
Well, that.
And it's going to be something. And which is so funny from, so we had that crazy year last year. And then the year before that, though, there were Mets fans on TikTok were memeing that and saying, when you hear the trumpets come on, and it's all them just like covering their ears and turning off the TV because he had a bad year. It's crazy.
What?
Devil's moment, bro. Devil's moment. Devil's moment.
What
can I say?
Unacceptable from.
I just texted John Gavdopoulos. I'm like, yo, can you make an 8-team playoff for fantasy? He goes, dude, I tried looking at that, and I don't know if I could change it. I hope it's not only before the season, because that'd be shot. I'm going to look it up, though. And I'm like, you got to do it on your laptop. You can't do it on your phone. Go to your league manager tools. I showed Steph how to do that the other day. And he's like, I'll do it on a computer when I get home, bro. I was bugging. I was like, no shot, I can't change this. And then he goes, I deserve a playoff spot. I'm like, I don't even know if he make the playoffs with the 18 playoff, bro. I think he might miss. True, but train sneaking into the playoff.
Yeah. 1-4, started out 0-4, but like Gio, in the words of Geno Smith, they wrote me off. I had it right back. I'm coming back.
He's coming back.
Even though this season he might have wrote back because he's not been as good as he was last season, but
So wait a minute.
neither here nor there.
One more thing. Flyers fan Nicole.
Flyers.
They're second in the division. They have won 5 straight games.
But Eric Hall could do a celebration.
Do you like where they're headed?
You know what? I was kind of flaming Danny Boy in the beginning with his new era of orange, not gonna lie. Because it I feel like it got really bad, but they always say it gets worse before it gets better. I haven't watched a game in a long time, but it does look promising, but I can't, I can't say that I think this is gonna keep going up because I'm a depressed Philly fan. I can't keep doing this anymore. I can't. I just can't do it. I stopped watching for a while after Chuck finally left. Thank God, because that was horrible.
I mean, you have no players averaging a point a game, but it's fine.
I'm just
H-Rat is slashing a 919.
Okada.
I honestly, I think I can name 5 players, and everyone else left, got other contracts.
Name 5 players right now. Let's do it.
You did not just hit a woman.
Okay.
Name 5 players. What?
Okay.
Connor Cupid.
No! No!
Travis gonna be Travis St.
Travis Sandheim. Oh, yeah, Sandheim, Carter. That's 3.
The sound for playing. Okay, go back to
Sean Courtier.
Couturier.
He's still there?
Couturier.
No, he's not there.
He's not?
Couturier?
Yeah.
He's not there.
He's not there anymore? Damn, what did I miss? And Kevin Hayes is still there?
Nope.
Nah, Kevin Hayes ain't there.
Rangers legend.
I do.
So you're at 3 right now. You got it.
Should I do my 5 players?
Hold up. Wait for it.
Wait, who else?
I got-
Oh, no, wait. I found Couturier. Never mind. He's there. He's there.
He's there.
But Kevin Hayes is not.
Kevin Hayes is
Kevin Hayes is not.
Morgan Frost.
Morgan Frost is the fifth line center. Yeah.
See, I was thinking some.
Can you keep going? How many can you get? Keep going. You got this.
I was thinking some Rasmus Ristolainen action.
I mean,
Yeah.
he is on the team. Yeah.
I know a lot of guys are up and down too. Like I know Tyson Forster's up and down.
I've never heard that man's
Like
name.
Bobby Brink.
Bobby
I think
Brink.
he's up and down.
He's there.
Yeah. Joel Farabee.
Oh, he was on my fantasy team, so I know he's there.
Steph has the whole roster up right now on her computer.
She's fact checking.
She's fact checking me right now.
Well, now you can see the
Now I can
roster.
see
So
it. Now I can see the roster.
Owen Tippett is on the team.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What? Is he still there? Wow. Wait. Hold on.
she's learning about her own team right now.
About my own team. No, because I got so depressed that I literally didn't watch. I think
I
since, like,
I
last
did the
year.
same thing with Florida. I stopped watching Cats hockey from 2017 to 2020.
No, I'm not kidding. I have not watched a game since like last year.
I didn't watch 4 straight years of Cats hockey, bro. So I understand.
I'm in that era right now.
I-
It was so bad. I can't do it.
Listen, I watched those bad Rangers teams, so no one can tell me anything.
We deserve it.
Dude, I watched those bad Dolphins teams.
Maybe one day I'll be rewarded with the Jets.
I watched those.
but
I watched those bad, those Brent.
I am a Miami Marlins fan.
Yeah, I know. I watched those Rangers years of the Kevin Shattenkirk #1 free agent years.
all those, the statements from the GM. We're trying to turn this thing around. It's gonna be a tough
Letter.
season.
The letter.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Carolina not being in a top 3 spot right now? Because the Washington Capitals,
Let's keep it that way.
the Washington Capitals have won 4 straight games. They beat the Devils. So, in that streak right there, they beat the Devils. They beat the Devils. So, yeah. Right now, that division shakes up Rangers, Flyers, Caps in the top 3.
Rangers, Flyers, Caps in the top 3.
Hurricanes, Penguins, Devils.
Is the Carolina Hurricanes?
And then the Islanders, and dude, I think the Blue Jackets are the worst. I don't even know if they're worst. They've lost 9 straight games.
L of the week?
L of the month.
L of the year.
That might still be the Sharks, but L of the month is. The Blue Jackets only have 1 win this month, and it was the second day of the month. They have not won. The Blue Jackets have not won a game
Got one an NHL game since
since
November 2nd.
since 3 days after Halloween. 2 days after Halloween.
Wow.
Thanksgiving is this week. Let's put it that way. They've lost 9 straight, dating back to the Capitals. It's bad. It's really bad. They started the year 3-2. They are since 1-13, I believe.
That's just unacceptable.
That's Mike Babcock effect.
He's not even there.
And that's what I'm saying. Searched everyone's phones and then was like, all right, you guys can have fun listening.
You know what that is? You know what that is, boys? It's the Tate McRae effect.
I and that. We and that. And that.
Horse.
With the Columbus Blue Jackets.
I'm unaware. What happened? What's Tate McRae effect?
Tate McRae is a
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
She-
Okay. She dated Cole Sillinger,
Who's their fourth
I
line
know,
center?
Cole Sillinger.
He's their fourth line center.
fourth line center. I don't know what the story of their breakup is, but they broke up. She put out a single called Greedy, where
You got T Swifted.
she's on a Zamboni, she's in the locker room, like she's
Wow.
she's a hockey player. And
We gotta put that in next gen. That's gotta get played on here.
Hockey video.
oh yeah, her album coming out, she has goalie pads on in the album cover. Facing the wrong direction. They're on the wrong legs, I think. I don't know, something. And the song Greedy is currently #1 on the global Billboard Top 100.
Not a good time to be Cole Sillinger.
Not a good time.
Got T Swifted by a different girl. Not even T Swift. Imagine getting T Swifted, but it's not even by T Swift.
Yeah.
Now that's gotta absolutely. I gotta play that one over. Oh, we gotta listen to that on here, like one of these days. It's gotta just song review. Oh, album review. We're just playing. That's the whole episode. We're listening to the album. Yeah, we'll give a review on each song.
By the way,
We're gonna be breaking the album that day.
breaking the album. But
Let's go.
we are that is it for the Metropolitan Division. Any final thoughts on the Metropolitan Division?
Any final thoughts on the Metro? Islanders are trash. Blue Jackets are trash.
Oh, the Islanders. I totally forgot. the
Islanders. What happened to?
being a competitive team.
Yeah.
We still have not, in Breaking the Ice's history, had an Islanders fan on the show.
Can you guys find one?
Breaking the Ice needs to end with being no Islanders fans all the time.
And Stefania
Because I
leaves
think
everyone.
That's the one thing.
Goodbye.
That is the one thing.
Stefania from Piston Cup University. She'll be hearing that in the hallway about right now, maybe cracking a chuckle.
So,
Cracking a chuckle.
breaking the chuckle. But we have, now in here, we have no Devils fans. We got the Flyers fan. We arranged two
Who's a
arrangements.
Devils and Flyers fan? It's
Tanner, I'm making the transition because I can't take the heat, and so we're going to do it. I can't. I'm making the transition. I have a Devils jersey at home. I have a Nico jersey. I wore it on the show, and I'm gonna burn all my Flyers stuff. I can't do it.
A team change live.
Team
on the
change
air.
live. If anyone wants a Nolan Patrick Stadium Series jersey, please.
Oh, and that's a name. It's like, that's a name I've not been called in a long time. Nolan Patrick. What happened to him? Where even is he?
I
He
don't
was
know.
in Vegas
I don't know.
a couple of years ago.
Oh, so we just missed the cup run.
Nolan Patrick.
He doesn't deserve a cup.
Nolan Patrick is an unrestricted free agent and a second overall pick by the Flyers in
He
2017.
had, like, a lot of migraine issues, like, stuff with his head. And then he played like one game, and then he just kind of like disappeared.
Yeah.
But one thing that happened last night was Patrick Laine for the Columbus Blue Jackets was benched. And there's some quotes
Stefania's back.
from Piston Cup University.
From Piston Cup
Maybe Stefan's that older.
University. Oh, she can't get in without my ID. And it got
Okay, so I'm gonna. So this is a quote from Patrick Laine saying, "It's probably over my career the most embarrassing thing that's happened to me. So I'm obviously not happy about that. They know that it is what it is. It's done, and now we're back. So just try and focus on playing. I mean, I'm not going to start analyzing it that much because I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'll just keep it at that. I'm not gonna say anything dumb. It's up to them. I just play here, and I play whenever they tell me. It was a complete surprise. Yeah, I had some talks, but don't think it was related to that. I was blindsided by it. I'm not gonna lie. What are you going to do? Just suck it up and deal with it. That's all I have to say about it. If your confidence isn't there, I don't think you're going to find it eating popcorn watching the game. That's my opinion. I feel like, at least for me, when it's been hard, I understand it. Guys who are playing. I understand that. I'm not stupid, but at the same time, if you want to get going, you have to be out there. I can't get confidence drinking BioSteel on the bench. I'm not crying about it because I'm not in a position where I can complain about anything with the way I've been playing, but that's how I see it. That was Patrick Laine after getting benched last night. So absolute nightmare
Columbus shambles
in Columbus.
yet again.
But that was the Metropolitan Division.
Yeah.
And now let's move it over to the Atlantic.
Oh, sweet.
We have in the number one spot the Boston.
Not for long, baby. Not for long.
Not for long. Are we getting to?
Gotta get a cat sound effect on that boy.
Dude. They play tomorrow.
What, Boston and the Panthers? A huge game.
Dude, that is okay.
Or Panthers home.
That is in Sunrise.
What bank? What bank is going to be at? Oh no, it's Florida Live Arena. I thought
It's not. It's not even Florida Live. It's not FLA Live anymore. Actually,
What is
so
it?
now? They just got a new name.
that means
It's now called Kodak Black Arena. I'm just kidding. Oh, it's a bank though. Amarant Bank Arena.
I need to head out there to Florida because I would have been to 3 different iterations. I was at the BB&T Center, FLA Live Arena,
Now you gotta be the Emirates Bank Arena.
Emirates Bank Arena.
Live in Florida.
Dude, Cats, Boston. I mean, we saw how last year went.
How do you feel? A rematch?
We saw how last year it went, so we know how this is going to end as well.
How do you feel about that game?
Oh, I'm ready. The Cats are as hot as you can ask for them. They have won 7 of their last 8 games. They are winning. They're just winning. They're just winning. The offense is clicking. Everyone is just doing their part. They're winning a lot of 1-goal games as well. They're playing clutch.
I know it's really early in the season, but it's almost a quarter of the way,
Literally, in 2 games will be at the quarter season mark.
which is
Insane, right?
Insane.
But they're 12-6. Boston's 13-4. That's 1-2 in the Atlantic.
the thing that I look at it is you don't really think of like big games, and you're not like, oh, stressing games. This is a big one.
Oh, dude, this is literally
Boston wins, they take a 6-point lead in the division over the second spot.
yeah.
And if Florida's able to win, they're only down.
It's one game. Yeah.
That's a huge difference, especially early on in a season. But after them, because Boston has a chance in this game to take control, because after them is the Toronto Maple Leafs with 22 points, 3rd in the division.
They're just doing what they do every year, man. There's no difference.
You're a Cats fan, right?
Yeah. Huh?
I
Imagine I said no.
I'm looking at the roster. I have not seen the name Anthony Stolarz in years.
Stoley got traded for. Oh yeah.
I have
Stoley's
not
our
seen that name in years.
Stoley's goalie number 2 over here.
Stoley the goalie.
You know who I saw?
He said 2 good games. He said there's 2 really, really good games.
Goalie from Edison.
Yeah, I was watching. I shout out to Florida Panthers legend. I think it was one of the Global Series games, which I don't know if you guys watched the Global Series in Sweden.
Do not recall.
All 4 of those games were fantastic hockey games.
Hey,
They were all really, really, really good games. So that's exciting. That's exciting to see that they went internationally and got a lot of good games, and now probably made a lot of new NHL fans. But I think it was for Toronto. It was for one of the games. There was one game that I saw this weekend. I forget what team it was as well. You know who was in net? Alex Lyon.
oh,
I haven't seen that name in years either.
Alex
what? Well, you haven't seen that name in years.
Okay, not
2023.
years, but like I haven't heard it in
2023.
a second, you know what I
The
mean?
man that saved the Panthers season.
The man that saved the Cats regular
You
season.
know what? I can flex because I met the guy and I got his signature. That's my flex. When he was a phantom in the AHL.
I've been to one Phantoms game.
When you were still a Flyers?
Yes.
I did go to one Phantom game. I did.
One Lehigh. I've been to
I've been to a Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
I've been to a
They're so cheap. It's like
I've been to a
$20 for a
spring
ticket.
I've been to a Springfield Thunderbirds home game. Springfield Thunderbirds
We're
versus
breaking the AHL.
versus the Hartford Wolfpack.
Yeah, I've never been to a AHL game. I like to get. Well, if I ever find myself in Hartford somehow,
I saw Vitaly
Vitaly Kravtsov. Oh my.
play in the AHL, and let's just say, I should have known his career was going to pan out the way it did that day. He did not look. He had nothing.
Where is he? Is he overseas already?
And he's back in Russia.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
That guy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I still.
and
think,
he had the audacity to be like, "I'm done with the Rangers."
I still think it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Is that there was there's a post back in 2019, I think it was. It was right after Kakko got drafted.
Yeah.
And it was like the top 5 rookies, or the top 5 biggest prospects in the NHL. It was like Vitaly Kravtsov 1 and Kaapo Kakko 4. And just look how that's panned out.
Yeah.
Cabo Kako is heading to that territory.
Get ready to learn KHL, buddy.
Yeah, but you already knows the language. We gotta tell him forget English.
Get ready to learn Russian, buddy.
Yeah.
You're gonna be playing on a SKA St. Petersburg in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
If he keeps us up. But we're not talking.
That's true.
We're talking about the Atlantic Division of hockey. And next up is the Tampa Bay Lightning. 4th place, sitting 4th in the division.
Yeah, it's that Jonas Johansson effect.
It's Johansson. The Jonas Johansson effect.
Steph is struggling to open
to open the door. They're going to play the door. Nicole C is the hero of the day. Opens the door.
Thank you so much. My identification has been returned.
The identification has been returned. But Tampa Bay sitting. They're tied, actually, with Toronto at 22 points. They are currently sitting at 5th in the standings. So one thing that's interesting in the Eastern Conference is that the top 5 teams in the Eastern Conference, 4 from the Atlantic and 1 from the Metro.
Well, what can I say, man? We are the Atlantic Division. We are top heavy, but honestly, I feel like we're not even just top heavy. Like, nah.
Canadians are last in the division. They're 7-9-2.
Yeah, I mean Columbus and Edmonton and San Jose would do anything to get that record.
Yeah.
Montreal,
Minnesota and Chicago.
yeah. But so they're sitting for the Detroit Red Wings, one of the teams in the Global Series.
They started off hot.
Started off hot. Now they're sitting 1 point out of a wild card.
I mean, you can't be losing to the Senators, bro.
Cannot be losing to the Ottawa Senators. But Buffalo is sitting at 17 points. Next up is the Senators, and last, of course,
Yeah, dude, Buffalo, like,
Montreal.
they
Fine. They're supposed to be, preseason. They're going to take the step. I thought they were, too, and they have not. And now Tage Thompson is hurt for
He's out for
the thing
the
extended him.
foreseeable. He's out for a week to week
Week
basis.
to week.
He's out on a week to week basis, which you do not want to see as that.
Also, yeah, another thing that my bets of the last couple of weeks, it was the Maple Leafs and Sabres, and the Sabres ended up winning, but one play it was shorthanded. The Maple Leafs were on the power play, and I was like, all right, let's try to get one here. Nope, Tage Thompson stripped their going up ice trying to get into the zone, and Tage Thompson comes from behind, strips it, and goes and scores shorthanded. So I got to witness that from Tage Thompson, and I was very upset, to say the least.
So now, I think we should talk about some news.
Some news.
I think we should
Some news.
talk about some net action.
Oh.
I just want to read off some NHL. So Patrick Laine, as we said earlier, was a healthy scratch in the last game, but he's expected to play on tomorrow on Wednesday. Damon Severson, Devils legend, is out 6 weeks with an oblique injury. And I think it was a Oscar-winning movie, was RRR. Rust, Raquel, and Ruedel all out for the Penguins. Sideline for the Penguins.
And I got one. Did you see the NHL Fantasy All-Star Draft is coming back?
Yes, I like that
I do like that too, honestly. I like it in the NBA. The NBA took it away as well.
because I like seeing you get a chance to see players play together.
And you can tell who the runt of the group is, bro. Like, in the NBA, James Harden got picked last, like, twice, bro.
Yeah.
That's true. Like, we're gonna be able to see like what players like each other.
Yeah, you can figure out who vibes with who. That's great.
I like that because I might be able to see like.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like how every team needs an all-star. Like, why is Nick Suzuki in the all-star game, bro?
We need that one. But I get mad at that every year, and I always forget about it until All-Star comes around. I'm like, oh, there it is. There's the...
Why is Nick Suzuki in the all-star game?
Until Mika Zibanejad has like 70 points already on the season, and he's not an all-star. So like some dude at 30 points in the Canadian.
Because like Travis Konechny has to be one of those Flyers players that averages one of those.
Who's gonna make it for the Sharks?
No, but one of those Flyers players
That's a good question.
and exactly and that yes, right there. Who's making it from the Sharks? Let's go through it right now.
I care for the
Oh,
Tomas
Zetterlund.
Oh, he might.
NHL All
Mackenzie Blackwood.
Mackenzie Blackwood.
All-Star. Let's see who's actually leading in points for the.
I'll beat you to it. It's Tomas Hertl with 12 points.
On my fantasy shout out.
That's the only dude who's averaging over half a point per game on this
He's
team.
the only guy with double-digit points.
Mackenzie Blackwood slashing a 900. That's like it's between him and see. This is what I'm talking about. None of these players are going to be an all-star in any other world. Yeah. It's just because every team is required to have one that they're going to get one. But, dude, they're all trash. Who was it last year? Was it Timo Meyer?
Yeah, it was Timo.
Okay, well, whatever. Or Eric Carlson, probably. Probably was Eric Carlson.
Yeah, they weren't at the level that they are right now.
But, like, dude, these guys are trash cans. Literally. All of them. And let's go to a team like the Flames. Like, let's be real. On the Flames, Elias Lindholm, dude, none of these guys average a point a game. Not one guy on this team. Not that you have to have it. Like, how you gotta have at least one play. Okay, like let's literally look at Boston. The Boston Bruins have Pasternak and Brad Marchand both averaging a point a game. Pasternak has 29 points in 17 games, right? And both their goaltenders are slashing 92 and higher. They have a bunch of guys. Florida, honestly, Sam Reinhart is the best player on the team so far. Reinhart has 25 points in 18 games. He's cooking. He's straight cooking with gas. He's on track to be their all-star. And then in Toronto, they have a few guys every year that could be all-stars, and William Nylander and Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner and John Tavares, all four of them averaging over a point a game. All four of them.
And one of them won't make it due to it's one of those teams that need to get one.
Dude, not even two of those guys aren't making it.
Yeah.
No team ever has 3 all-stars. Never.
You know who did last year?
The Rangers.
The Rangers.
And Mika didn't go. So
Yeah, it was Panarin, Fox, and Igor.
Igor.
Oh, I remember that. That was so crazy. Remember that?
The one in Vegas, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
He won the Vezina.
I love the skill games that they do.
Oh, skills competition?
I love watching that.
Yeah.
And I think they had the goalie pass one
Yeah.
where and Igor was out there in Cali with the flops on with the dogs out,
Yeah.
and he's slinging the puck.
But for Columbus,
Because it was like the surfboard.
Yeah,
He was the only goalie to do it.
yeah. But he deserves it. You know, he's great with the puck.
for Columbus, for example, is it really going to be, are we really about to see, like,
Johnny Hackett.
it'll be like,
Now, my question for that Columbus. So I assume Johnny Hockey was the only All-Star for them last year.
I think so.
I want to know how many years is he going to be the only All-Star for the Blue Jackets? I think it's going to be for the
he has
foreseeable,
7
next 5
points
years.
on the season. So it's not going to be him this year.
Well, who's going to get on that team?
Their highest, guess who's number 1 right now? Guess who's number 1? Guess who's number 1?
Boone Jenner.
He's number 2, actually. Ivan Provorov leads the Blue Jackets in points with 12 in 19 games. This team is dog water, and they're going to get an All-Star.
How many is he going to be? Yep.
It literally can't be Johnny Hockey has 7 points in 19 games. Like, Eric Branson has the same amount of points. Dmitry Voronkov, Damon Severson has more points. Marchenko, Adam Fantilli, and he's a baby. He's younger than all of us except for Nicole maybe.
How old is he?
Adam Fantilli, 19 at
drink
most. No shot. Hockey players get drafted at 18. Fantilli's,
Gaudreau
19.
not an all-star.
He's 19.
who was it last year for them?
Johnny Hockey was not an all-star.
Yeah, last year it was definitely
Patrick.
Patrick Laine, bro, or something like that.
No, I don't think it was. Let me look up the...
The Blue Jackets also. Oh, it was. Was
Was it Merzlik?
nah. Who? Definitely a defenseman or something.
They were so bad, so I can't even tell you.
Let's...
Let's see what Tanner finds out for us.
It was...
What is it?
It was for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Oh, it was Johnny Gaudreau.
Bruh, this guy. This guy.
All that build up.
This guy, bro.
Yeah,
It's
Johnny Hockey.
I looked on hockeyreference.com.
Yeah.
You know what? I think he was their representative, but I think he got hurt. So he did not play in the game. He was...
So did they send somebody else from them or no?
No,
So they just had nobody. All right.
I don't know. But I'm not sure. And I was at that.
You're at the All-Star game?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Florida.
Oh, right.
That's when I was at FLN.
I thought it was in Cali because
Kodak Black Arena.
That's where I got the greatest piece of merchandise ever. The Spencer Knight t-shirt. But I think it's time. It's net time.
Dude, it's net time.
It is time.
Talk about breaking the net, bro.
net.
All right. First off, bro, let's just talk about this Chopaganda. Last week on Wednesday, playing against SigPie, I forgot my ID at home, not gonna lie. So here's what happens. I know you have to get into the rec center with your ID. So I'm like, okay. I am gonna sign on to the rec center application. And they give you, if you log in, there's a barcode. You can scan to get into the rec. I did it. Got into the rec. Walking into the gym now. I'm like, I forgot my ID. I can use this though, right? They're like, what? You really forgot your ID? We need your physical ID on the table. Dude, y'all let me in the rec, but I can't play intramurals. I can literally prove I'm a student. I can go on the application. It has my ID number and everything. Had my ID number and everything. Let's just use our brains for a second. If I can get into the rec and I've proven I'm a student, why can the rec center application, which is built for the rec that also shows your ID, not be used? It was absurd. And I had already wasted my whole day there. I could have gone home at like 2. But here, 3 or something. But the game was at 10. So here I am, mad. And I'm just like, I just did all that for nothing. But you saw, I'm going to make the most out of it. I'm going to coach. So I coached the whole game against SigPie. And we beat them in 3 sets. And I felt so good. Set number 1 we lost. They don't do win by 2 either. It's just 21. So set number 2, it's literally 20-20 next point wins, and we got that last point. That was a huge one. Set number 3, bro. First off, these guys chop so hard. I thought it was getting better. That was so chopped, that whole game. Do you guys, I'm going to ask you all a question in this room. When somebody tries to tell you something or inform you about something, but you know more about the topic, isn't it kind of funny?
Yes.
Isn't it kind of funny? You know more than the other person, but they're trying to tell you how to do it.
It's like when you were working at a job for a while and the new person tries to tell you how to do it.
Dude, oh my God. My boy Tyler, we work at the same place, bro. And I worked there for 2 years by the time I got him a job. Here I open in the bag of fries. He's like, dude, here's how you do it. Like, hold on. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But intramural refs. So my boy, all of us know Alex Daly, right? Except for Nicole. But Alex played volleyball in high school. He knows the game. Knows it better than any one of us, right? So he keeps getting called for carries on a set, right? And then the ref is like, oh, you gotta like release the ball like immediately when it's like in your hands. Like, he played high school volleyball. He knows what he's doing. And we are just getting mad every time, bro. We couldn't believe this chopping. So the best part though, after every time they made a bad call, which happened like 3 or 4 times, the other team would service error. We felt like it was justice. It was literally the biggest ball don't lie moment of all time.
Never lies.
Never lies.
Ball don't lie.
Never lied once. So after that happens, Alex getting called for these carries, right? So much so that the Mufasa team, right? And this is an Oregon campus, and they're good at volleyball. One of their representatives comes down from their intramural team, goes to the ref and is like, nah, that's fully clean. They were on our side. They were on our side.
That's a common trend. Is the other team supporting us?
Dude, we honestly, like, it's everyone versus the refs, but especially us, bro. Like, it's so bad. So bad. Daniel bought the inflatable. Oh, my God.
He's going to be there tonight.
Dude, that's going to be there. No, but he's not coming. I don't think he's coming.
Oh, he's not?
So, but Daniel bought the inflatable Braves Tomahawk. We bring it to every game with us now. Every time there's a bad call, we're chopping. Literally every time. It's my favorite thing ever that's been bought. Campbell pitched in for it. I think Alex pitched in for it. So we got this inflatable Tomahawk, and it's going to be phenomenal. But we won the 3rd game because, oh, dude, I don't remember if it was 2020 or what. But it's down to the wire. Ball hits on the line. on the other side of the net. Refs convene for the call. And shout out Gianna DeGuinness, because she's one of the scorekeepers. She's not one of the refs, she's one of the scorekeepers. She runs to the ref meeting, tells them what they see, and we win the game. Matt Vitale, bro, put this man in. I subbed this man in and out. I did not take Alex off the court once. I did not take Crystal off the court once. Dude, Justin Brady can play volleyball.
Justin Brady cut his body on wide there.
Justin Brady can play volleyball. I didn't know that.
That type of effort.
I didn't know he had that in. He could.
I, for one, am terrible.
He's got to do the Eric Hollis celebration tonight.
Yeah, he better do the Eric Hollis celebration tonight. He's coming. He will be there.
I've got to be the worst player on the team.
Okay, so I think Ryan McElroy might actually have a chance for being the worst player on the team, because Ryan McElroy. Okay, so this dude was a football player in high school and stuff like that, right? He asked me. He was going to serve, right? He's like, "How do I serve?" And I'm like, "Huh." I've never
instructed somebody on that.
So we at first were like, just punch it over the net. Let's see if we can get away with some, like, he got some good ones, bro. He got some clean punches over, but then it started going short, so then we didn't show how to serve underhand, and it was all good. Justin Brady can play volleyball. Nardi's pretty solid. Mike Manning's pretty solid. Like, nah, we had a squad, and they took it out against Sig Pie. Tonight, we're playing the Bigfoot Believers.
The Bigfoot Believers?
Is he real, guys? Let's have a discussion right now. Is he real?
Yeah.
Bigfoot real.
Bigfoot might be real, but the Bigfoot Believers' chance of winning is not real.
Is not real, bro. Nah, come on now. It's not real at all. But yes, that's the chopping story.
I believe in breaking the net.
I believe in net too. Like, that's the chopping story. They didn't let me play, but they let me in the wreck. Like, what does that even mean?
Chopping never ends.
Like, imagine getting led into church where you're not allowed to pray. You're not allowed to pray, but you can go in it though. You can walk in. You can walk inside a school, but you can't go in any classroom. You can be in the school though.
You could technically do that here at Montclair.
You totally could. I think about that all the time. Like, anybody could just.
I used to hop in
a lecture class and just.
I used to do that. 2 years ago, I hopped into Daniel and John's. It was Daniel, John, and Emily and Gabby, and also one more person. I can't remember. It was their theorizing class. I'd hop in on it. That was a fun experience.
Yeah, you could totally do it. It's not even hard at all.
But, like, imagine being let in the restaurant, but you can't eat.
Yeah.
That's literally how I felt that day. I was like,
you could watch everybody else eat that.
You can watch everybody else eat and cheer them on, but you can't eat yourself. Okay?
Crazy.
Fine. Chop away. Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Exactly. We're playing
down, never what? Never give up.
So we have worked our way back in this season. We actually have.
Our first double header night was crazy. We played against, I think, a professional, but they were crazy. I think, what did they actually play club?
I have no idea, but we got destroyed.
Yeah, it was
2 games, we won 1 set. So we were 1-6 after the first day. But then, right now, I think we're sitting at 6-9. I think we're sitting at 6-9 right now. Let me find breaking the net. You're playing the Bigfoot Believers tonight, and the Bigfoot Believer. Yeah, we currently 6-9 because we've won 5 of our last 6 sets. So I'll take it. I'm here for it. But against the Bigfoot Believers, let's check their team. Let's check their record. Let's see how the Bigfoot Believers are doing. First game they did not show up to. Second game they got swept. Third game they got swept. Fourth game they got swept. They have not won a single game. They have 0. They have 0. So we're cooking tonight. We're cooking tonight. We're trying to fight for a playoff spot. If we win every set tonight, we will be 3-0, and we need that because that'll make us 500 and we'll sneak into the playoffs. So we need this.
All right. I believe in net.
I believe in net too, and we're shorthanded because of Thanksgiving break and everything, but I might be late because I'm calling men's basketball for the Red Rock Sports Network. So I'm going to be a little late, but let's preview that. Who's on the call tonight? Who's on the call tonight for basketball?
So it actually will be tomorrow. Tomorrow, actually, the broadcast for the game will be on here for.
Oh, it's pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded. I forget. I should know this.
The sports trainee here, WMC guys.
Sports trainee.
Sports trainee.
We got for the women's game, and we got Justin Randell.
Okay.
And Tim.
Hey.
Tim Glastel. And then we got on men's game. we got Ryan Nussbaum and we got Khalil Callaway on the second game. So that is going to be your broadcasting crew. So you will see them there at
Are you running the board, bro?
No.
I know Vincent Picone will be in the panel.
Vincent Picone will be there running the board.
Ooh, shout out Pinecone.
Pinecone. The Pinecone.
We missed the walk-off. We missed the triple play. It's been gone. It's been gone for a semester.
Triple play.
And Bake Shot. We lost Bake Shot, the walk-off, and the triple play. All in a semester.
We will. The triple play is only tentatively gone.
It'll be back.
Some people are
There's sources that are talking.
sources are talking.
According to sources,
Sources
the
tell.
play of 3.
Sources tell. ESPN's Jeff Passan.
Okay. Okay. Well, a minute and a
By the
half.
way, I know it's a hockey show, but we got baseball news. The Yankees' new bench coach, Tigers legend Brad Ausmus. We got a huge signing from the South Side. Paul DeYoung is a Chicago White Sox.
Paul DeYoung is a Chicago White Sox.
You know, MLB offseason is in full swing. We are here.
It's in full swing. Get it?
But
It's
you know what's not in full swing? The time on our show today.
Yeah. It's only a minute left. A minute left here.
So we have 1
breaking.
minute left here on Breaking the Ice here on 90.3 WMC Upper Montclair. Any final thoughts?
Cats, Bruins, everyone, this is a game that might, who knows? It's one of those games of the season where it's on TNT, thank goodness, because they know they're smart. Tune in, gang. It's going to be one of the classics.
If you want to, of course. Any other words?
Rangers rolling. Love and light.
Oh, let me just run through the Pick'em standings real quick.
Oh, Pick'ems very quickly.
I'll do it really quickly. Daniel's in the lead with 162.
Wow.
AJ's in second place with 160. And I'm in third with 159. We're all right there on each other. Then it drops off a lot. Justin's in fourth with 149. Alex has 145. And Tanner's in last again with 131.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I'm embarrassed, but you have been listening to Breaking the Ice here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Thank you all, and we'll be here next week.
Yeah,
We'll be here next
we'll be
week.
here next
We
week.
talk about the week of hockey. So have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy giving a thanks, everybody. Go enjoy your
Give thanks to your NHL team, unless they upset you,
Unless they're the Lightning.
unless they're the Lightning or the Devils. So thank you all for listening. This has been 90.3 WMC Upper Montclair.